and more. Deuce and more. Deuce and more. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings. Big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the theme song. Do it for Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo.
We are live!
When it comes to the Kings, that's my favorite show.
Basketball sickos, wake up. If you made it through tonight's game and are still with us, you are a basketball sicko.
Yeah. What up, Deuce? Hey, Morgan.
At least it wasn't a blowout.
I'm rooting for y'all.
How about those Kings?
Go Kings.
Appreciate you guys being with us late nights. Deuce and Mo. The national audience was treated to a thrilling game tonight between two just teams that it seemed like neither team wanted to win through stretches of this game. Dallas had how many turnovers? Felt like 100. They only had 17.
Well, it felt like a billion in the first half.
Yeah. The Kings lose at home. Another game where they failed to score 100 points. That 100-point mark's tough for them to reach.
Hey, it's a hard league to play in.
They scored 35 in the first, and they ended up with 98 in the game. That's kind of hard to do. Anyway, we'll talk about this game, bounce around the league too. I'm in a much better mood than I was last pod. I was in a tough spot.
No,
And I'm back.
the spot you were in. I mean, I already know you know this. Like, it was like validated all the things, but like it was just relatable. We were all in the spot, and we all go through the ups and downs of the emotion when you're just broken. Oh, speaking.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Wait, never mind.
No. You could.
Okay, anyone that's going to get this, thank you.
Okay.
But like your breaking moment, like that was just like your breaking moment, right?
Sure.
So Andy Cohen has never walked out of a Real Housewives reunion. The Salt Lake City women broke him. He walked out. So my whole point is like he's won Emmys and he's like had his breaking moment.
I just know I was in a bad spot after last game because I felt like at the beginning of the podcast, I was like stammering. I was all over the place. I couldn't get my thoughts together.
It happens.
I felt like I was in a different world. I was just like, what? We'll just talk in a different time. That's what I felt like.
Everyone breaks.
Oh, my
Everyone's
God.
human.
We
you forget
appreciate
it.
you guys for being here.
Give me a hell yeah.
These 8 p.m. starts suck.
They suck.
It's awful.
I mean, I didn't have to do NBC, which I don't like. I want to be working and everything. But like just watching the game and not having to get ready and stuff, thank goodness it wasn't a blowout. Just thank goodness. I would have been bored. I would have gotten tired. Like, yeah, I would have been one of those people that wanted to turn it off, but like part of my job is to still watch it. So like I wouldn't be able to. So it was really nice that like, hey, they lost it, but they lost it in the fourth.
Ignacio wants to know what the identity of this team is.
Don't ask that question.
Bad. I don't know. There's no identity. They're not good, man. If you've not done it yet, the biggest thing you could do to help our channel grow, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We appreciate that so much. Yeah, it's funny reading some of the chat. I see Jordan here, Seattle Sonic. What's up, Luke? Scout. Some people say, it was a good game. I don't know. It wasn't a very good game to me. I mean, it was close. At the end, there were some exciting moments for sure. What's up, Cats? Taco, Horn. What's up, Sean? Appreciate all you guys for being here tonight. Basketball sickos. Anyway.
The identity is beamless.
Yes.
It's a by beamless night as I lie here sleepless. It's a beamless night. And it's been beamless forever. We'll never see the fucking beam ever fucking again.
It's kind of an angry emo song.
Now I'm really fucking angry.
Okay,
Now I really hate the beam.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've not seen the beam in 2026.
There is no beamless nights. It's just, there is no beam.
All right, let's start the podcast. Do some more. We're coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
Hey, welcome into the Juice and Mo podcast late night edition on a Tuesday. It was an 8 p.m. Pacific time start time on NBC. A national audience was treated to two bad Western Conference teams going toe to toe. The Kings had some good moments in this game, I guess, right? Led by double digits.
Yes.
And then the second half happened, and they didn't play good basketball at all. Scored just 40 points in the second half. They go 3 for 21 from downtown. And at the end of the game, some poor shot selection, execution, defensive mistakes. Where do we start? Everything kind of went bad at the end of the game. And Sacramento loses their 6th consecutive game. They lose tonight 100-98. It's worth noting they scored 35 points in the first quarter, and they finished with 98 points in the game. They fall to 8-29. There's only one other team in Sacramento Kings history that started the season 8-29. That's the 08-09 Kings. If the Kings lose to the Warriors in their next game and fall to 8-30, it would officially be the worst start in Sacramento Kings history. Hey, everybody. This podcast presented by Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. Hi, Mo.
That's depressing.
Oh, yeah. But we're in a good mood tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I talked about this on the pre-show bit. I was in a dark spot last game. Last podcast. I was a mess. I was all kinds. I'm not kidding you. The next day, I was working out. I know you guys are like, yeah, dude, I know you work out. You look great, Deuce. And I just felt this heaviness. And I was so irritated because I'm like, why am I feeling this heaviness about this?
Tell them what you really wanted to do.
I don't know.
You told me you wanted to cry.
Oh, I felt like I could cry, but I couldn't pinpoint why. If I just like sat in my emotion, I would.
That's so heavy.
I think the heaviness of this season got to me the other day, and then tonight, this is where I'm in a different phase of it.
Oh, here he goes.
I'm just like at the end of the game, like laughing. I'm just like, what? What? This is what we're watching right now. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Can we let's just start with the end of this game?
Okay. What part of the end? There's multiple times where I'm just like, what? Last minute.
I'm just going to the end of the game where, the Kings have a chance here to tie or take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar's got the rock. He drives inside, kicks it to Schroeder, who kind of veered off to maybe get a good look and took a kind of tough shot over Cooper Flag, missed it. They got the second chance opportunity, and they kick it to Russell Westbrook. There's how many seconds on the shot clock? About 8 seconds on the shot clock. Okay. 17.6 on the game clock. You're down 2. So Westbrook decides, I'm going to hold the ball with Anthony Davis on me. And then I'm going to proceed to hold it and hold it again. And then step back 3 over AD. Short.
Mavs get the rebound.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What? That's the look we got in that situation.
That was a very confusing look. Very confusing.
The amount of time Sacramento, especially in that second half, to start the third quarter, decided, hey, you know what we're going to do? Let's get AD switched on to one of our guys, ISO. Let me go at him. Levine, clank. DeMar, clank. Russ, clank. I mean, that situation just can't happen. The execution down the stretch, I'm just like, what?
8 seconds is enough time. Get the ball. pump fake, make a move.
Go to the free throw line.
Let's just say because it is 1-on-1 with AD. Let's say AD obviously can recover. He can get that block from behind. Whatever, you feel his pressure, you feel his presence. You feel that. Guess what? All the defense right now is scrambling anyway. They're not set up. It was an offensive rebound. So you attack, you get people just scrambling for a second, collapsing. You might have Zach LaVine. You might have DeMar DeRozan, who knocked down 3 threes tonight. You might have something else. You might not even have a 3. You might have the ability to just tie the game and go into midnight. Why not, right? But no, the decision to hold the ball and then take a dribble, step back 3 over AD, short. It was one of those moments where, like, if that was a college kid, the coach would go ballistic on that kid. That kid would not see another minute on the floor ever again.
Out of all the possible things that could have happened on the play, I think that would rank as the worst. That would be the worst outcome, is to take step back 3 over Anthony
AD.
Davis from Russell Westbrook, who before that shot was 1 of 6 from downtown.
With 8 seconds left on the shot clock. That's enough time. That's enough time.
Like, it's enough. There wasn't 2 seconds left where it's like, well, I just got to create something.
Well, there was less seconds left after he held the ball for too long.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then it was like, okay, now I got to make a move. And I think it launched with like 4 seconds on the shot clock. But I don't get it, you know? And those are the type of things that Sacramento did a lot in the second half of this game. They lost this game in the third quarter.
Why?
At halftime, they are up at the half. And look, it's not like an insurmountable lead, obviously, but you're up a dozen at the half, 58-46. You're up in the fast break point category, 22-5 at the half. They had 15 fast break points in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what they do to start the third?
What?
Walk. Just walk it up. Let's try to go at AD a little bit. Why are we picking on Anthony Davis, like a really good defensive player who's got the ability to switch out? Why are we targeting him? Why aren't we doing the things that worked in the first half? Get up and down the floor, move the ball a little bit, put pressure on the defense.
Oh my God.
Instead, the shot selection in the second half was putrid. It was dreadful. And we keep talking about Westbrook's final shot, but LaVine was taking some bad shots too. It was so many times as one pass, shot, done.
It went back to what we hate the most about watching this team. And it was exactly that. Why would they go away from what was working? What was working? Ball movement.
Yeah.
People running the floor. People willing to share the basketball. People wanting to get a stop and go and run. I text Deuce at one point. I was like, whoa, the pace of this game is fun because both teams were fast. Even if the Mavs were being a little chaotic with their pace, obviously turning the ball over so many times, the Kings were doing such a good job of just being like, all right, we're going to go fast off of this too. We're going to keep pushing. And it was more fun to watch. And it obviously led to a bigger lead and success. Why would you go away from that?
Yeah. And the Mavs did not look good in this game. I mean, they were missing everything. AD could not make a shot tonight. Like, of course, he got his numbers at the end of the game, but he struggled from the field. Clay couldn't hit anything. You're like, oh, man, this is just not Dallas's night. Even when they were getting some good looks, they're just missing everything. And Sacramento would hit some shots, and they would answer a run. Okay. But as this game went on, it's like, you know, the defensive breakdowns happened more and more. Dallas started rebounding a ton. The second chance opportunities were critical in this game. And then they executed down the stretch, and Sacramento went, yeah, we're going to go ISO mode and do some really, we're going to make some really poor decisions. Going back to that Russ play too.
Yes.
I was obviously in the building for this. I don't know how it sounded on TV, but let me just tell you, when Schroeder missed the shot, second chance opportunity, when that ball reached Russ's hands, everyone in the building, there was like a hush in the building, like a nervous, like, he is shooting this. Like,
no.
Everyone was resigned to the fact that that was going to be an attempt for the win. And then when you saw it happen and then the shot was short, you're just like, that was the look. Dallas gets the rebound. All right. They found Marshall. Marshall goes to the line.
Yeah.
Misses 2. The place is going crazy. Oh my God, Kings get the ball up the floor. Key on 3. It's it. You couldn't hear the whistle. And Dallas did the smart thing, which was foul. Had a foul to give. And then the end of the game was like a one-legged DeMar 3-point attempt on a broken play.
Max Christie was guarding him, and it like I don't know if he like fumbled the ball. He had to come up close to whoever was passing it in. I forget who was passing it in, but either way, he had to come close to it. So then there was just a mumble jumble of like 4 people right there, and had to just get a shot off. And yeah, I'm not as mad about that because small amount of time. Things screw up. I don't expect this team to execute a sideline out of bounds.
Sure, but here's the thing that's, I think, just now for me humorous about the situation.
What?
This isn't like, man, that wasn't a good decision by Neat Clifford to take a step back 3 over Anthony Davis. This is from your 18-year vet who's won an MVP in this league, you know? Or, hey, Levine didn't take a good shot there. You know, you learn from that. The guy's been in the league over a decade. And so as someone who watches this team all the time, fan of this team, and you're watching these guys down the stretch of the game, you're going, there's no attachment either.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like the building is at this point. Like you go in that building the last 2 games.
I felt that.
And Kings fans are fucking amazing, okay? But
special.
My feeling on this is because of where they stand now, 8-29. Team's bad. It felt like a baseball game in there tonight.
No.
It felt like people were there enjoying it, but it was more like the game's, you know how a baseball game is.
Yeah,
you're on the stands, you're having some drinks,
you
you're talking.
Go because it's an event.
There's a big play. Oh, that was cool.
No.
So anyway, you know, we're going to keep talking here.
No.
It just felt like that type of energy. And that's that's the product they're getting right now.
Yeah.
It's not an exciting product. On top of that, there's no attachment to Russell Westbrook.
Oh, God, no.
Or DeMar DeRozan or Levine or, you know, because these guys are not the future of your team. So it's kind of this thing where you're going to just watch a basketball game. And now with how poorly this season has gone for Sacramento, fans don't even have the energy to boo anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
when you said that the other night, that one, it's like that one shows. That shows. And that's really sad. And you talk about like the detachment to even Russell Westbrook, like the Westbrook people, like fan base, they'll follow him. They'll say, you know, what they need to say no matter what. And good for them. Like they are just loyal to him no matter what. Great. But Kings fans altogether, like Kings fans can get on board with Quincy AC. You know, they can get on board with the name the person who just hustles and dives on the floor for a ball, has the weirdest stat line, but is doing everything they can. For example, Dylan Cardwell. Like, even for someone like him, the energy that he has brought with being on the floor, putting his hands up, getting the crowd into it, like, he will be one of the highlights of this year. And he is a two-way guy that is not even going to see minutes when Domas Sabonis is back. He's barely seeing minutes now. You know what I mean? And so my point to all of that is, yeah, there's no connection to any of these guys.
And I see some of the chat saying, well, I'm a fan of this guy. It doesn't mean you're not a fan. I'm just saying the attachment isn't there, right? Like, these guys are relatively new to the team. It doesn't feel like they're going to be here long-term. It's a bad team. So it just feels weird. And tonight was just one of those games that just had a weird energy. I mean, I've been I've probably been to, over the last 15 years, I've probably been to close to 90% of the Kings home games. Yeah. You know, I felt the great times. I felt the low times. I felt all the times in between.
Yeah.
And this energy the last couple of games has been unlike anything I've felt in a long time.
Scary. Another one someone mentioned, Mason Jones. Even when people were like excited about his energy. And it's, again, there have been times when people connect with these players because of energy. And sometimes there's hope behind it. And they're like, oh man, if we just see this guy, like, what can it be? What can it be? With this roster and what is happening, the hope isn't there, because if anything, it just feels like because these people are in place, they're stunting the growth of the hope. And that alone is scary and even hard to watch every single night.
DeMar played 36 minutes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Levine played 37. Westbrook played 31. And you're right. Like if this was the late stages of a close game and it was like Nick Clifford down the stretch, like trying some things and making mistakes, and Nick made some mistakes tonight, right?
Yes,
With the
he
ball in
did.
his hands, like he's, in some situations where he's floating the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
That was not the right decision. But he also has to just go through these type of things. And when you're this type of team now at 8-29, you kind of want to see some of these young guys go out there and just figure some things out, as opposed to what we saw tonight, which this wasn't just missed shots, right? Like, again, we talked about this the last few games. Process versus result. You can have bad process. Like, look, Westbrook could have made the shot tonight. He could have made it.
Yeah.
No one would have told you it was a good shot. But like,
well, if it goes in
tonight, I wrote down a play. Well, no, but in that situation, it's not a good shot. It's just not.
I'm with
Objectively,
you.
it's not
I'm
a
with
good
you.
shot.
I've heard coaches say before, well, if it goes in, and I'm just like, I still don't agree with
the
that.
result was good,
Yeah.
but the process was not.
I
Holding
agree
the
with
ball
that.
and just jacking up a shot over AD is not a great look.
I
right?
agree with that.
Especially for you're not Steph Curry. If that's Steph Curry, we're having a different conversation,
Yep.
right? Russell Westbrook is not a good 3-point shooter, and I know he got off to a good start. He's never been a good 3-point shooter, and for some reason, again, we get to the end of a game, and he is leading the Kings in 3-point attempts.
That's what I want to ask really quick. If it was Zach LaVine, would you have felt a little bit more
'cause
confidence or what?
I mean, the comment, sure, but Levine did that in this game. He was challenging Anthony Davis, or he was taking tough step backs over contested, like Najee Marshall, I believe. I mean, there was just like bad shot selections down the stretch. Anyway, one of the things I was going to bring up though, as I wrote down a play, there was a late shot clock situation in the second quarter. Neek had the ball in his hands, side pick and roll with Max. Gets it to Max, a nice feed bounce inside the Max, and Max kicks it to the corner on the short roll, open three for DeMar. He missed the shot. But that was great process. Two young guys, pick and roll, making good decisions, getting the defense to collapse, moving the ball, getting a good look from three. But then in the late stages of this game, it's like, nah, we're going ISO. It's close. We got it. We'll go ISO.
Well, we're going ISO because it's LaVine. I mean, even when Schroeder was in there, Westbrook, DeRozan, when it's those guys, like, it's just a different mindset for them. It's just a different flow of the game for them. They don't connect with like for example, Zach LaVine will set a on ball, like he'll set a ball screen, but he's not setting a screen. It's a slip screen every time. It's a ghost screen. He is just slipping it. He's not putting his body, sacrificing his body with a tough ass screen and being like, I'm going to get you an open lane. I'm going to do something for you. It's his slip being like, get me the ball off this slip. Like, I'm going to trick my defender, get me the ball. And if everyone has that mindset on any team in life, you're just not going to succeed. But especially in a half-court offense on a basketball team.
That's where, like, Keegan not being here.
Oh.
We talked about that yet. Keegan Murray out 3 to 4 weeks at least. That's reevaluating 3 to 4 weeks. He's played 17 games this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good.
He's going to be out at least another month.
It's not good.
It's awful. But what I notice is when he's gone, that those vets are just like, well, Nate Clifford's not going to take 20 shots tonight. I'm going to take the shots.
Yeah.
It's like, let me go ahead and dial it up now.
Yes.
We don't have to get Keegan his touches. We got to do it now.
Let's showcase.
It's just not good basketball. And yeah. I just, when I watch that stuff late game, I'm like, is this you going, you know what? We're on national TV. I'm just going to take this shot. Cause if I hit it, dude, it's a moment, as opposed to just playing basketball, just playing the right way. It's not that hard. The game is not hard.
And especially when you're playing against another team that isn't that good.
No, and that's the offense is just crazy to me. I mean, they're last in offensive rating this season, near the bottom in defensive rating. They are the worst team in the NBA. And I know that the Pacers have a worse record. They've lost 13 in a row, but they've had a lot of stuff going on. They haven't played good basketball either, but they're also like Micah Potter's been starting at center for them lately, right? They just signed him, right? Jay Huff like, it's been a weird year for them with Tyrese out.
Yeah.
Ton of injuries. And the Kings have injuries too. But man, you just see how this veteran team is playing and how they don't have any ability to score with regularity. They don't play the modern game at all.
Oh, at all.
I was excited to start this game, seeing them knock down, 6 of 10 from 3?
Yeah.
In the first quarter, 6 of 10. They went 3 for 21 the rest of the game.
They were so confident, fun, free flowing. And then it's not like they were just missing shots and Dallas adjusted their defense. The key, like they always do it to themselves.
Yeah.
They go away from the ball moving because as soon as something wrong happens, or let's just say the opponent does switch up their offense, or switch up their defense, make an adjustment and make life a little bit harder, they go into, oh shit, well then I better take over and do this. Or, oh, I can do this then. Instead of just going, no, we'll break this defense and their adjustments with this one adjustment with this pass, or with this movement, or with this cut, with this ball screen. And instead they just go into mode of like, okay, it's me, my turn, let's go.
It's just so bad to watch. Dallas, too, I'm just laughing because if you just looked at the box score and you went, Dallas went on the road, scored only 100 points, shot 40% from the field, 8 of 27, 29% from 3. You think, oh, they lost that game. Oh, they had 17 turnovers, too? Yeah, that's a tough loss in Sacramento. Can't believe they lost to them twice. They won the game. They end up with 18 second chance points, 18 to 5 on second chance points. They had 14 fast break points in the second half. Remember, it was 22 to 5 at the half in favor of Sacramento. It ends up being 30 to 19 at the end of the game. Just impressive to see Dallas fight through a rough night from Anthony Davis, who could not get anything going from the field. He was 7 of 23 in this game, 19 points. He had 16 rebounds. But it seemed like he was off almost the entire night.
My God.
Everything was short. Even the good looks. I'm like, how is Anthony Davis missing those?
When he was missing all of his bunnies, but then even his like turnaround jumpers, or when he's facing up and just can usually elevate over anyone that's even taller than him or in his face, hand in his face, whatever. Yeah, he was missing all those. And it was one of those games. It was like capitalize on them being so bad right now. Like just do
and they
everything.
did in the first half.
And they did. And it was so fun. It was so fun. And I was like, yeah, this is on national television. People aren't going to believe us when we talk about the other version of this team. And it's like, oh, no. They went back to it. And for Dallas, man, just it's so weird watching them with, like, obviously Cooper Flagg is a rookie, but he's just so good, right? He's such a good player. They have some dogs on that squad, whatever. And with like Gafford and Anthony Davis, you have so much size.
PJ Washington didn't play tonight. He was out.
Yes. But like the fact that doesn't work to me, like, and look a little better. Is
they
strange.
had a rough night. And I think when Anthony Davis plays now, they're 10-9.
Okay.
And they're 14-23 overall.
Okay.
So when AD plays, they have a pretty, they've been one game above 500. It hasn't been great, but they've been better than what their record indicates. And they're playing without a true point guard right now. Like D'Angelo Russell did not play tonight. Jaden Hardy didn't play. Nemhard's a rookie, but you see like his limitations.
Sure.
Kyrie was at the game tonight.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there. And after the game, it was cool. I don't know who he was talking to, but it was like a huge group of like young basketball players he was talking to after the game for
cool.
15 minutes. He brought him down.
That's amazing.
Brandon Williams was awesome in this game tonight. I mean, his 3 late, that's what ended up being the game winner.
Yeah. I mean, was he was struggling a little bit at first, maybe, but I mean, and finished the game 7 of 13. That was his only 3 of the game, only attempted 2. And yeah, it was huge.
And that play,
that was a beautiful play, beautiful decision by Cooper Flagg.
And simple. Okay. And obviously, it's Cooper Flagg, who's a really talented rookie at 19 years old, and Anthony Davis in the action. But a pick and roll with Cooper Flagg and Anthony Davis. But he's also a rookie, so he's going to have to make a decision. He decides he's going to drive right. Schroeder comes over to help on the drive, help off the 3-point shooter, Brandon Williams. Flagg got off, quick decision, got off the ball, kicks it to Brandon Williams, who has not been shooting it well from 3 this year, did not hesitate. I actually thought Schroeder recovered well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the NBA, you just need a little bit of space.
Yep.
And Flag's ability to put pressure on the defense and just get Schroeder to help.
Flag.
It gave Williams enough space. He buries the shot.
And here's the thing. If you're not putting that help on Flag, Flag had Russ guarding him. And I feel like it was however many possessions before that, Cooper Flag on Dennis Schroeder, like just taking him to the hole.
Yeah.
And like off the glass, easy. Just his length, everything, his size. And I know it would have been tougher against Russ.
With the left.
If he had to do that, yes. If he had to do that down the right side in this instance on that possession, if he had to do that down the right side on Russ, it definitely would have been more pressure. Like it's a different story, but you still need that help defense. I thought Schroeder made the right decision by coming over and
he recovered,
making him kick.
It's a credit to Cooper Flag
Yes,
in that situation.
absolutely.
He ends up with 20 points. He had 8 rebounds, 6 dimes, 8 of 15 shooting. He played 35 minutes in this one. And that was, remember, he left the game.
Yeah, with the knee after he banged his knee with
Precious Achua.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh no. At first, I'm like, shit, did something really bad happen? But then he left the game, went on the bike, was just on the bike, and then checked back in a few minutes later.
Didn't Luka? No, that wasn't. I was thinking about who else got hurt against the Mavs. It was Malik years ago. Luka landed on Malik's knee.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just thought of that.
Yeah, that's really random.
It was under the same basket. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, that play pretty much ended the Kings season.
Yeah.
Those 2 losses to Dallas, and then the Kings went on to play the Pelicans in the play-in game and got clapped.
That's what I remember. How sad. Oh, dark.
I have a poll question up tonight for the basketball sickos. Your emotions, the options: laughing, sad, don't care, or all of the above. The lead right now, 38%, all of the above. Laughing, sad, and I don't care.
Oh,
is
my
that just
God.
great?
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think that the thing is, like, when the don't care, I definitely do care. So I'm up there with laughing and sad.
What else from this game? Do we have some things we liked tonight? I've got some things I liked.
Start.
Well, in the first half, we talked about ball movement, and we spent so much time with about the second half, them not moving the ball. There were some pretty fun moments in that second quarter, no?
Okay, I agree with that. With what you're just saying, like specific sequences when the ball was just and Precious Achua going rim to rim with the ball.
That was sick.
Yep.
That was a sequence, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was like 3 plays in a row, okay?
Okay.
DeMar DeRozan with that no-look bounce pass to Maxime Reynaud.
Loved.
It was nasty.
Fun. That's
okay.
fun.
Then Clay had a turnover,
Mm-hmm.
and Russ got it to Max for the score. So then there's a little juice in the building. Okay. Then the next play, that was when Precious got the ball and went end to end. I think it was Williams coming over and help. Get off me. And then he went and dunked on Flag. Well, I don't know if he dunked on him, but Flag was
Either
in the
way,
vicinity.
it was
a nasty jam.
Nasty jam, rim to rim. Such a good Precious Achua moment. Yes.
He had some good moments in this game.
He absolutely did.
He ends up with 9 points, 9 rebounds in 22 minutes.
In those moments, and not only because they're, highlights or scoring moments, but most of those moments is someone making the right decision or just like team basketball being utilized. And when that was happening in the first half, specifically, I remember just thinking like, wait, are they doing this for national television? So then they should always be on national television. But then it went away.
Yeah. I'm looking back at some of my notes, second quarter, Flag started to get it going in that game. And the Mavs just do a good job of playing advantage basketball. That's a lot of what today's game is anyway. But, when a Kings team is going to be switching, cool.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and take the switches. We'll take what the defense gives us. You're going to switch a smaller guy into Cooper Flag. Well, Cooper is going to take advantage. He's going to either try to score on that guy or draw that help defender and get off the ball. I think the Kings made some mistakes early too, trying to be aggressive on pick and roll with Cooper Flag. And it killed me because there's one play where Cardwell throws like a high double on Flag, and Flag just gets off the ball and finds the open person.
Yeah.
It's like there's no rim protection at that point. The guy who came over to try to break up the play was Keon Ellis, but it was an easy bucket.
How did you feel? Because I liked there was a little bit of this moment sprinkled in when the Kings went into that zone, and I felt like it screwed with the flow of the Mavs offense. One, but also like they did a good job of AD would catch it at the elbow, high post, whatever. And it was just like, okay, keep him out there.
I thought they did a good job with that, yes. And I think one of the reasons it works too is you're making other guys make decisions with the ball, right? And it doesn't mean those guys can't, but when you don't have that point guard out there, Kyrie Irving's not there.
Yeah.
Right. It could mess up the flow of the offense. And Dallas has their struggles at times offensively. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. Another note, I thought Keon Ellis had some really great defensive plays in that first half. And I left going, he should have been playing more in the second half. And I understand what people are going to say with this, and it's going to be the same thing we've been saying all the time. Just got to wait. I've even given up on the Malik Monk thing. Malik Monk doesn't play again. It's like, oh, my God, Malik gets a DNP.
Yeah.
Can we stop being surprised? Malik Monk probably played his last game with the Kings. That's how I feel at this point. It's like if he's not playing,
I'm there.
They're probably trading him.
Yeah,
and we'll see what that looks like. I don't know.
I've told myself just because there's a while there where I'm like, I just don't get it. And it's like, stop being so naive, Morgan. Don't be an idiot. Deep down, exactly what's going on deep down. But like again, it's just one of those things where, of course, you would love for rumors to start or something else to be heard because it would just give you more of a sense of like, okay, maybe they are talking to people or maybe things are happening. But yeah, with that, we still just don't know.
But going back to Keon for a second, he ends up playing like 23 minutes in this game. He had 3 steals, and I'm sure the deflections were up there too. I thought he made some really good defensive plays and help on drives.
Yes.
I think there was one play where Cooper Flag was being defended by Neek. He did a good job staying with him, but Keon just came over, knocked that ball away, and then they were going the other way, getting out in transition. And Sacramento did a really good job in that first half, making Dallas pay for their mistakes.
Oh yeah, that was fun. No, I'm with you on Keon. Even Keon in the zone moments that I'm talking about, I saw his activity. He was bouncing around. He was, in the right place, had a foot in the paint, had his hands up, all the things. Would love to see him more.
The 2 rookie bigs I thought had good moments throughout.
Absolutely. Considering who they were going up against too.
We didn't see Drew Eubanks in this game, and so Dylan Cardwell got the opportunity to play, which was good to see him out there. Both those guys dealt with foul trouble. I felt like the one thing with Dylan Cardwell is when he's out there, you're going to feel him. And he's got to find that balance of playing with physicality.
Without being chaotic.
Yep.
Totally.
It's like a shove underneath the basket. And it's like, dude, you already have 3 fouls.
Well,
you can't do that.
I was shocked when they challenged whoever challenged it when it was Cooper. It went off Cooper Flag, but it was Dylan Cardwell that came in there flying for it. But it was obviously off Cooper Flag. And and Doug challenged it. And the thing I was worried about was, okay, are they going to say this was a foul though on Dylan Cardwell coming in there for the rebound, and that's why it was off Cooper Flag? Do you remember that?
I don't.
Really? The challenge?
It was in the first half, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your point, though?
My whole point to even that, when they went back and challenged it, I thought they were going to call a foul on Dylan Cardwell. That's why it went off of Cooper Flag.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Cardwell ends up in this game with 4 points, 9 rebounds. He had 5 fouls. Max ends up with 14 points, 9 rebounds. I don't think he rebounded well down the stretch of this game. There are rebounds that he probably should have had that he did not get. And that's just a physicality thing. He's going to have to get stronger over time. Like, I think Brandon Williams got an offensive rebound. I'm like, Max, you got to get that. Like, you know what I mean?
But at least he's in there getting those moments to learn and see what he can and cannot do.
I see a couple people in the chat mentioning that Keon got blown by a lot. Keon is undersized. He got blown by so many times, out rebounded so many times, took too many transition threes. Yeah, first of all, I want Keon to be aggressive. If we're going to be talking about guys getting blown by, Keon Ellis is like near the bottom of who I'm concerned about. Like, of course, he's got to be locked in when he's in there, but the point of attack defense from the veterans, from Levine to Russ at times, is just not good at all. So is Keon perfect out there? No, I wasn't indicating he was perfect, but I think he's a very opportunistic defender. He gets a ton of deflections. He plays hard. And I need the guys that are going to be aggressive from three because this team is not taking enough threes. And he's been one of their better 3-point shooters over the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, he's not just chucking them up either. I guess you're saying some of the choices in transition.
The early
that you didn't
transition
like.
one.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. And I know that's like today's NBA and that's what people do. I still am like, attack the hell out of the basket. So...
if you haven't done yet, make sure to hit the thumbs up. All it does is help our channel grow. What else from this game, Morgan? Anything else that you liked?
No.
God.
I mean, I don't like Derek Fisher on the call.
Whoa.
I mean, no, not to be mean about Derek Fisher, but just him as a Laker.
Trust me, when I saw he was doing the game, I was like, I hope. What I wanted them to do in Arena tonight was show Derek Fisher on the big screen.
Yes.
All right.
I wish they did this.
And then he gets booed.
Yeah.
And then you put on the big screen the game winner in Game 5, 2002, when Chris Webber laid him out on the screen and Bibby hit the game winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you gotta use that, especially in times of need right now.
Yeah, it's just when the Kings are at this low point right now, and you go, oh, they're on NBC tonight. Huh, who's doing the game? Like Derek Fisher, we've hated Derek. Why does he have to be in Sacramento?
Get that cheap pop in the crowd. Like, I mean, I would have been booing. Booing easily. I was booing from my couch.
Yeah.
Boo. But I love Michael Grady, by the way. And he was amazing.
Oh man. In the chat, the Wrong Roy says, OKC fan, love your show. Wish you covered Oklahoma City. Show and banter after each show is awesome. Thank you, OKC fan.
Thanks.
How about those Thunder, huh?
I would rather be in that position.
6-5 in their last 11.
Wow, what's it like losing so many games?
What's it like getting blown out at home by the Hornets?
I love like he's complimenting us and you're just like shitting on his team.
That's all I have at this point.
It's just let us have our moment. Let us have our moment. I was gonna ask you, did you like anything else from this game?
You know, I thought this game was, and maybe it's me.
Okay.
I'm gonna fully admit, maybe it's me, and maybe the people who are watching at home on NBC had a different feeling. I thought this was a hideous game. I thought, yeah, Sacramento was up. It felt like Dallas was missing everything. The Kings had some good moments that we highlighted, some of those nice moments. But ultimately, it looked like two teams that aren't very good teams. Look at the record, 8-29 versus 14-23, and they played like it. Dallas had some unbelievably like bad turnovers in this game. They missed a ton of shots, and they somehow came away with a victory.
Yeah.
And for Sacramento, they had a good, solid first half.
Yeah.
Really solid first half. And then the second half, they did what they did.
I think that's a fair, like it's fair, but I will say this, just watching it as through the Kings, as a Kings fan, someone that covers the Kings and everything, watching it like that and seeing them play the way that they did, especially in the first half, and then keep it competitive in the second. I didn't feel like I wanted to turn it off. And how we have felt lately, and maybe I'm just like comparing to the darkest of dark times right now, where I was just like, no, I enjoyed this game out of a few other games that we've had as of late.
We got more of the podcast coming up in just a second, so we should mention that tonight's podcast presented by our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery. Morgan was just there the other day because she had to go get some more wine. Duh.
Duh.
But my point is, their new winery is beautiful.
Yes, it's their tasting room in Sassoon Valley. It is absolutely stunning. And it's so cool too because there is like another winery around the corner and everything. So, or another tasting room around the corner. So like you can do a whole day there, or you can just go pick up some bottles like me. Or if you can't make it out there and you're like, gosh, Morgan's always talking about how great this wine is and I really want to try it. You go to sentivovineyards.com and you order yourself some bottles. Get a cab. It's amazing.
We appreciate their support of the Deuce and Mo podcast. Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. Medic Ambulance has set the standard in emergency medical services for over 45 years now. From life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events, Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
I think it's pretty simple, Morgan. Cooper Flag, Butcher and Barrel player of the game.
Yeah.
What other candidates would you
No, yeah, he's our winner. He's our winner. He really is. Wow. And coming back in after like banging knees and everything, it was nice to see that he could continue to play because I think everyone was excited to see the rookie play.
He ends up with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists tonight. He's our Butcher and Barrel player of the game. If you've not been to Butcher and Barrel yet, there's no better place to go before a Kings game, a big event, or hey, a date night. Or maybe you just want to have a date night with yourself. Go treat yourself to some amazing food, cocktails, wine.
All the things.
They've got everything you could possibly want, and it's just a block away from G1C.
Yeah, make sure to go there. Like you said, game day deals, $38 for a Wagyu burger, a shot and a beer. Fantastic food, fantastic people. Go to Butcher and Barrel.
Appreciate their support of the podcast. Morgan, we're going to play a little game here.
Oh, no.
Just a quick one. The Kings are now 8-29 on the season. That's breaking news, everybody. Yeah, not good. It's the second time that's happened to them. The last 8-29 start, you have to go back to January 9th, 2009.
Okay.
January 9th, 2009. They lost a game in overtime to the Miami Heat, 119-115. What were you doing January 2009?
God. Maybe living in Los Angeles?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I was middle. Was I middle school or was it still elementary? 10, 6. I don't know. You're very young, but yeah, you were in LA living.
Same age, people.
Anyway, January 9th, 2009, it was at Arco. 119-115 was the final score of that game. Okay. Dwayne Wade, 41 points in the win.
Whoa.
One of your least favorite players ever, Mario Chalmers, playing that game, had 13 points. Michael Beasley at 23-10 off the bench for Miami. That night for Sacramento, the starting lineup was Bano Udrih, Kevin Martin, John Salmons, Jason Thompson, Brad Miller. Kevin Martin, 28 points, 6 of 18 shooting.
Okay.
Yikes. John Salmons had 29 on 9 for 14 shooting. And Spencer Hawes off the bench with 19 points. Knocked down 2 of 2 from downtown. Your guy, Spencer Hawes, huh?
Dude, John Salmons, Mario Chalmers, Spencer Hawes.
Spencer Hawes.
Not good.
Today's his day.
Today's his day.
Spencer Hawes, yeah. Anyway, so that was the last time the Kings started 8-29 in the season. They lost 119-115. My next question for you is,
oh no,
we did this the other day. What was the #1 song in the United States of America in January of 2009? That week.
Justin Bieber, Baby.
Really? Without hesitation?
I don't know.
No. You want another guess?
Did you like the confidence?
I love the confidence.
Okay. Is it like what's the band, the Fergie band? Why can't I think of the name?
The Fergie band?
Black Eyed Peas?
Oops, I didn't mean to play that one. What
Is
the
it
hell?
Black Eyed Peas?
Yes, it's Black Eyed Peas. There you go.
Black Eyed Peas.
No, it was not.
Okay.
Let me give you a hint.
Okay.
This person today would sell out a 70,000. Yes.
Okay. Oh, Single Ladies?
Single Ladies.
Hey!
Yes.
That was 2009. Oh,
#2 was Live Your Life. T.I.
Live your life.
Number 3,
Oh.
Just Dance. Lady
Just Dance.
Gaga.
Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Okay.
Heartless by Kanye. And then number 5, Womanizer by
Britney Spears.
number 5, yes.
Womanizer, womanizer. Dun, 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 dun.
Good job.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's a good
dun.
song.
I don't know the words.
Any guesses on the number 1 movie in the United States the last time the Kings were 8-29 in January 2009?
Can I just say I love this game for this miserable time?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so the number 1 movie,
Yeah.
Avatar.
Avatar. No.
What? I always guess that one around that time.
Another guy who loves today. Number 1 movie in America.
What? Just tell me.
Clint Eastwood starring in Gran Torino.
Oh my God.
So that's a look at a couple trivia going back to 2009. When the
Wow.
Kings started 8-29.
All right, so
So yeah, Gran Torino was number 1. Anyway, so next up for the Sacramento Kings, the Warriors. Talk about that in a second. Let's talk some Keegan Murray now.
thank you. At first, when you went over that in the beginning, I'm like, wait, we're gonna come back to this,
Yes.
right? Okay, Keegan Murray. We all saw him roll his ankle bad, get helped off. Knew at that moment, like
It looked bad.
I was trying not to speculate, but I knew that it wasn't going to be good. And yep, and the news is not good. 3 to 4 weeks until he's reevaluated.
That puts that January 27th to February 3rd reevaluation, and the trade deadline is February 5th.
And I know for people that are, they're probably like, yeah, but isn't it good in a year like this, and where the Kings are at with how bad they're losing? Sure, I understand all that. But I think where you and I are both at, and maybe I'm sure some other people are here too, we just want to see what Keegan Murray can do with a shit team too, though. And especially on a team where like there is no De'Aaron Fox, even Sabonis is sitting out. Like it is your team. Like DeMar has talked about that. And DeMar was doing such a great job with Keegan out there, really empowering Keegan to be the guy and like grow. And it's your team, take it away, let's go. And now we don't get to see that.
And it's been so stop and go, right?
Yes.
Like Keegan was out to start the season.
Yep.
And when he came back, Sabonis was gone.
Yeah.
And then Keegan comes back. Then he gets nicked up already, like a neck thing. Then he's got the calf issue. Yeah, he's everywhere. He's
Yeah.
banged up, right?
Yeah.
And now with this ankle, it's a bummer. He's played in 17 games. And I hear that same stuff more. And it's like, well, it's good. It's a lost year. Why even put him out there?
Sure.
Because you need to know. And unfortunately, it just feels like a lost year. And look, maybe I'm overreacting, and he comes back after the trade deadline. The roster's different, and he's healthy, feeling good. And he can do some of the things that we've wanted to see this year,
Yeah.
just to see him in that opportunity. But right now, it sucks. There's no doubt about it. It's just a bummer, you know? The Kings have not had a healthy team the entire season.
No. And that's something like I definitely don't talk about enough, but I think the reason why I don't bring that up a lot, because that's not the only reason why they're losing. You have to factor it in. You just have to. But it's not the reason why they're still so bad. But
Yeah. Yes.
you know what I mean?
They would be better. For sure. And maybe they'd have a slightly better identity, maybe, because I do think having Sabonis and Keegan's pretty important to maybe the identity they want to play with.
Sure.
And from a size perspective, those are probably the two guys you can't lose. But the larger issue, I think, big picture wise,
Yeah.
it's probably end up being a good thing that the Kings are in this situation at 8-29, because it makes the decisions, in my opinion, a little bit easier.
Oh yeah.
You're not fooled into,
Can we
hey,
make the play in?
this team's, they're hanging around 500.
Oh my god.
Make a tweak and maybe.
No.
And the reality is they're flawed, and they've been flawed. And so now they're in a situation where they dug themselves such a hole, right? They've got one of the worst records in the league,
Yeah.
near the bottom in most categories.
Yeah.
It's simple what they need to try to do. The next challenge is actually executing that, which is moving off some of these contracts. I don't know.
Which is not simple, but yeah. And I guess going back to just Keegan as a whole too, I know I said it the other night after he rolled his ankle. I was like, well, like just take your time. Just take your time
Yes.
because it's like your shoulder, it's your neck, it's your ankle, it's this. And now that this has happened, take your time. Like, although I want to see what he can do with this team and all the things, I never want to have the, well, yeah, but what if his ankle wasn't that healthy? Or what if maybe he's not feeling that great out there and that's why his calf is still hurting him so he can't get up, or his shot is short, whatever it is. I don't want to have any of that. I just want a fully healthy body, as healthy as it can be in the NBA. But yeah, just take your time.
And a great point in the chat too, just about the injuries, whether it's Keegan or whoever. But not only did you lose Sabonis, it's not like you had Valanciunas behind him, right? And then Eubanks was hurt too. You were relying, I think it's Ange in the chat, on a second-round draft pick in Maxime Reynaud and a two-way undrafted player in Dylan Cardwell. That's going to alter some things. Now, I think both those guys have, provided something different.
So cool.
Max, nice little touch with that floater too, by the way.
Not only that, like tonight, I'm telling you, against AD, against Gafford, like, yes, you see the flaws. You know where his flaws are. He's an effing rookie, and he's a second-round draft pick rookie. You factor everything in, and you see game to game his growth, something again that I'm very repetitive about, but like you truly see it. It's something to be excited about, especially when you see other teams get to talk about their rookies, get to talk about, oh, we have this surprise guy developing in our system. Cool. The Kings finally will be able to maybe have that same conversation about someone like Max. Truly, he's able to step up in this way. It's been amazing.
It'll be interesting to see how he evolves.
You're more worried about like size, strength.
I mean, I'm not really worried about any of it at this point. He's got to be a better rebounder. He'll get stronger. I think he's a smart player. He does enough good things out there that make him intriguing.
Yeah.
To me, there's no reason why he can't be a productive, like, backup big in this league.
That's what I'm saying.
And for him to get all this time now,
that's
experience,
what I am saying.
It's very valuable.
It's so valuable to develop that and then being able to keep something like that in your system. So then when you do draft and or trade for free agency, find the big that makes sense for you, or if they were to continue with Domas Sabonis, I mean, whatever it is, yeah.
Maybe get in the gym with me a little bit, work out, we can lift together, teach him some things.
He's bigger than you.
Hey, he's taller, yeah, for sure.
No, his muscles are bigger than yours.
He's stronger than me.
For sure. 100%. That's so dumb.
Okay. I okay.
Are you doing your bit stuff right now? I can't tell. It better be a bit. It better be a bit.
Do you realize how strong I am or no? Okay, I guess not.
Lift this table.
So all the equipment falls off? Yeah, smart one.
And balance it if you're that strong.
Next up for the Sacramento Kings, they take on the Golden State Warriors.
Yay. Here we
in
go.
San Francisco. They're coming off a loss last night to the Clippers where I think their fans are still crying about that missed goaltend. Hey, hey, I got an idea, Steph. How about you don't foul late in that game, huh? How about you don't foul out?
That was such an annoying foul too that he had, because he didn't need to pick up his sixth foul right there.
Yeah.
Just grabbed an arm, then he was out. Yeah, no, that was a wild finish to that game. The Warriors coming back. No, Steve Kerr got ejected in that one.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, Draymond didn't get ejected in that one,
No,
right? Yeah.
he was close.
Yes. But it was Steve Kerr that ended up getting ejected in that one. Obviously, they have a good coaching staff. They can play without him, whatever. And they ended up, keeping things close in that game. It was fun. But then when you need to Steph the most, he couldn't be out there. He fouls out.
Brutal.
So, yeah. So now the Kings are taking on this team. And this will not be easy at all.
Don't you think it's a little weird, like Kuminga's not playing and Monk's not playing for Sacramento? I don't mean to do the Brian Windhorst thing.
Yeah, that was really.
That's interesting, huh?
Well, the Kuminga thing has just been weird all season long, so that's
Okay.
why I'm not surprised. The Malik thing, I've said it from the start of him getting the DMPs, Keon going in, not him getting any minutes. I said, let's not be naive to this. Like, there's more going
Sure.
on, but I just don't know what it is. So that's where I stand with it.
Well, Kings Warriors, it's it's not going to be fun if the Kings lose that game, just because it's going to be in San Francisco. One, we know how it feels. They're just annoying. Right?
It's annoying. Steph going on and then
9-9.
and then Draymond's gonna just like get in the rookies' heads.
And if the Kings lose, it would be the literal worst start in Sacramento history. So that stuff just bums me out a little bit.
And I have to do the podcast from the studio.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh my
Shout out to
God.
Seattle Sonic for the super chat of $2. Also, Jake donating $5 saying both the Kings and Bucks seem interested in the Levine for Portis and Kuzma trade. Only thing holding it back is a Bucks first round pick. Thoughts? Yeah, if I'm the Bucks, I mean, why would you give up any first round pick when there's so much, especially your pick, when Giannis could be on his way out?
Yeah.
That would be outrageous. There's no chance whatsoever. If I'm the Bucks and trading for Zach LaVine, it's going to be because the Kings want to get off his money a little bit. And there's not a lot of risk. The risk is he's going to opt in next year and we don't have Giannis. And it's like, well, we'll figure it out. They're not going to, in my opinion, be adding draft compensation to try to get Zach LaVine.
No.
That makes no sense to me.
No. That would be interesting.
Also in the chat, someone saying Max is a backup, and that ceiling for Max is probably a solid role player. Doesn't have the dog in him.
And
Probably never will.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about the dog part. I disagree with the dog part, but I totally agree with the role player. If you can find role players within that deep into the draft, you know what I mean? It's like, great. You can develop them in your system. Great. Like it's a team that you need depth on. And what we've seen in Sacramento is there's been so many times in so many years where they don't have that. They don't have a complete team, a complete roster. You got to build. You got to develop within.
Exactly. And I think I've learned enough lessons over the years of like not getting too excited about things from young guys in Sacramento.
Yes.
Like Scala BCR. It's like, oh my God, that game against Phoenix. Oh my God, did we find the pick of the future? And it's like, no, you didn't.
I know.
A Spencer Hawes, can you space the floor? No, he's not very good.
Even Justin Jackson, like, got excited about his length, his shooting, and it's like
he's really good in college, man.
Yeah.
It's just let's see how it plays out.
Yeah,
there's enough exciting things. You go, okay, it could be something, but we'll see.
I'm so with you on that.
Yeah. I did want to go a little who did that tonight if you're down.
Okay.
But I want to get to the J Street Dental moment of the game first.
Ooh. Well, mine's going to be Precious Achua.
I'll write that down because I think that's important to write down. The Precious Achua dunk, okay?
Yeah, but what?
But we're also putting the Westbrook 3 on there.
But that's not a good moment. That's like
they're not always good moments. Are you kidding? How many bad moments do we have in there?
That's a good
They're
point.
an 8-win team. They've lost a lot of games that are bad over the last couple of years.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
Dunk. And then Russ 3.
Oh, step back 3 over AD. with 17 seconds left to go in the game.
That's a J Street Dental moment of the game, no doubt.
Enriching lives and enhancing smiles. Head to jstreetdentalgroup.com. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. They're seriously so amazing. And if you're just looking for smiles like these in 2026, make sure to head over there. If you have any questions, too, they're the sweetest people. They'll answer all your questions. So go check them out today.
All right, put a moment in the moment jar. We get to pull one out because they lost, right?
Yeah.
Pull one out from the J Street Dental moment jar.
You didn't do that the other night?
I know. I was too upset. So do you want to pull out 2 tonight?
No.
Oh,
What you got?
December 4th, 2023 against the Pelicans. The Kings lost 127-117 in the first.
September 4th?
I said December 4th.
Oh, December
4th, 2023 against the Pelicans. The Kings lost 127-117 in the first in-season tournament game quarterfinal in Sacramento. BI was a killer in that game, and that game was not close.
Jeez. Well, that's fun. It feels like there's a lot in there with Kings losing to the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Like you could, the percentage where you could pick out a moment of that. Jeez.
Well, let's play a little Who Did That? Where we go around the league and we look at the scoreboard of teams and games. Let me try that again.
Okay.
Who did that?
Different music.
Oh, I hear you, Morgan. I'm sorry. I didn't have the right music ready.
Thank you. It was throwing me off.
My goodness.
That
you're
one was
killing
right.
me.
Me?
This was that was it.
Yeah, it was the end of it though.
It was gonna play again.
I was just letting you know.
Anyways, who did
Why
that?
is that bad?
We go to games we did not get to see tonight because we were at the Kings game. And we go over the results. I throw out a stat line and Morgan tells me, who did it?
Who did it?
It's who did that? We start with Cleveland, Indiana tonight. The Cavs win 120-116. By the way, the Pacers have now lost 13 in a row.
Oh my God.
They're 6-30. Let's give you a good stat line tonight.
Mm.
20 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds on 7 of 10 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3.
Jay Huff.
You looked.
Wait, is it really?
It's Jay Huff.
I was 100% joking.
You got it right. Jay Huff, 20 points, 7 of 10 shooting in the loss. He played 31 minutes tonight for the Pacers.
I was 100% joking.
My goodness.
That is wild. Go Jay Huff. Good for him. Wow.
Donovan Mitchell did not play in that game. Darius Garland with 29 points, 6 assists, 14 of 23 shooting. The Cavs squeaked by the Pacers 120-116. And
damn.
Yeah, by the way, Rick Carlisle has been stuck at 999 career victories forever. The Pacers have lost 13 straight.
Get him his thousandth win. There we go.
Orlando, Washington. How about those Wizards?
Mm-hmm.
They've had a better record as of late, better than Oklahoma City, and they continue to stay hot. They beat Orlando tonight, 120-112.
Ooh.
120-112. Who had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists tonight? Who did that?
Chris Middleton.
It's a great guess, right? He ends up with 11 points on 2 of 10 shooting tonight for the Wizards.
CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum is exactly right.
Hey.
CJ McCollum played 38 minutes. If you're a Wizards fan, aren't you going, come on, dude? Do you think they're having the same conversation? They're going, dude, why didn't you play? I don't know.
Well, haven't they been in this kind of pickle for the last couple of years now?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, so I don't even know. Oh, man. Oof.
Anyway, they got the win. He had 27 points in 38 minutes. Alex Sarr, 23 points, 7 rebounds. He also had 5 blocks
Wow.
in the game, in the win tonight.
Impressive.
Banchero played just 24 minutes in this game. That's crazy. The biggest lead of the game for Washington, 26 points. They smashed Orlando tonight.
Oh, damn. That's why you only played.
Next up, Minnesota, Miami. Minnesota clobbers the Heat 122-94. Who had 13 points, 16 rebounds tonight?
13 points. Oh, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is exactly right. 5 of 5 shooting. Anthony Edwards had 26 in the victory tonight.
Dang.
Leading scorer for Miami, Norm Powell with 21, 9 of 17 shooting. Miami shot just 35% in this game. And how about the points in the paint? Minnesota's 62-38. Yikes.
That's bad. Bad. I had that game on and I was just like, no, this is not fun.
Pelicans, Lakers. LA wins 111-103. Who had 42 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists tonight?
Luka.
Great guess. Luka had 30 points and 10 assists in this one.
You said 40 points?
42 points.
So it's not going to be another Laker then. It could be LeBron.
LeBron's a great guess. He had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists in a 111-103 win.
Let's go over to... Is it Zion?
Zion had 15 tonight.
Who is it?
Trey Murphy.
Oh, that's a good one.
How about this stat line tonight, Morgan? 14 of 26.
Uh-huh.
He took 17 threes.
How many did you make?
6.
Well, sometimes you just gotta...
No. The Pelicans hit 10 of 40 from 3. Murphy shot 17 of those 40 attempts.
And they lost.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know if I would have enjoyed watching that. Huh.
Rough night from downtown.
Yeah.
111-103. Last game I wanted to get to, crazy finish. Memphis over the Spurs, 106-105.
Ooh. Okay.
Who had this stat line?
I'm looking at Memphis. Okay.
9 points, 8 assists on 4 of 18 shooting.
4 of 18. Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer tonight had 21 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds for Memphis on 8 of 15 shooting. An outstanding night for Cam Spencer.
Wow, good for him.
He was tied for the lead in scoring for Memphis with Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight.
I was gonna guess Jaren Jackson next.
Yeah. So let me read the stat line one more time.
Okay.
9 points, 8 assists on 4 of 18 shooting.
4 of 18. Jalen Wells?
Jalen Wells, 8 points on 2 of 11 shooting.
I have no idea. Who is it?
Well, you've guessed 3 Memphis Grizzlies players.
Oh, okay. So guess San Antonio. De'Aaron?
Yeah. De'Aaron Fox.
You're such a dick.
Well, I have to make myself feel better
That's
like one
true.
day. Oh,
Yeah.
I had a bad game.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, 9 points on 4 of 18 shooting. He was 1 of 8 from 3.
Yes.
Wow.
What? No, don't compare him to anyone. Is that what you're going to do?
One more for you.
'Kay.
How about this stat line? This
'Kay.
one's actually kind of crazy.
Okay.
I'll stop being petty.
Okay.
Who had 30 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 21 minutes?
Wemby.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I didn't know that, but I just figured when you said the minutes, I figured, is he still on like...
He's coming off the bench because he missed a game recently.
Wow. That's insane.
Spurs fall. They're 25-11 now. And Memphis 16-20. That's a look at who
Did that?
Those are some fun ones tonight, huh?
Yeah. Those were really fun. Really fun. No Zach Edey, I just saw.
Oh yeah, no John Morant in that
Yeah,
game.
I
they
saw
didn't.
no Jaw. That's why I didn't guess him.
Their lineup tonight was Cam Spencer, Jalen Wells, Jock Lawndale, Jaren Jackson, GG Jackson.
Yes.
That's crazy. It's a bad loss for the Spurs.
It's a very bad loss.
Do you buy into the theory that like the teams in the NBA like cup tournament, the one like the Knicks were in it, you had Spurs, Thunder, all those teams are kind of struggling right now.
That were in
Vegas for the NBA Cup.
No, I just think it's like the ups and downs of the season.
I haven't watched OKC the last few games, but the way they started this season,
So dominant.
it was insane. And I understand why people jumped to the 70 win, like they could beat the Warriors. I understood why they jumped to that conclusion,
Yeah.
even though it seemed so early. It made some sense because of how they approach it. It's like the defending champs are coming out looking better than ever. Now it seems like, oh, maybe they've let off the gas a little bit here.
Maybe. I mean, but also I think too, it's not like teams are figuring them out. Definitely not that. But I do think that teams are figuring themselves out a little bit more so they can game plan as what they want to do and not just allow OKC to dictate the entire game and also go in there and be like, well, this is what we want to do against them. We know what they're going to do against us. And so like now that we're however many games into the season,
It's also just hard. It's a long season.
mm-hmm.
And when you're the defending champs, people are going to come at you.
Oh yeah.
And especially when the noise is like, oh, they're one of the best teams ever. I do think teams are going to get up for them.
Yeah.
And maybe when they're not engaged as they have been in the past, this is what happens. I think they're going to be fine, but it is kind of crazy how much they've struggled lately.
You're better off struggling now than you are later.
Well, absolutely.
Well, no, and that's my point though. Like for them to have their downtime or whatever earlier than later on in the season is just, I think it's going to be beneficial.
And it's going to be interesting how Sam Presti views it. How do they look in the next couple of weeks? Because if it's kind of up and down,
You think he'll tweak? Well, with the trade deadline.
They've got the resources to do it. They've got the picks. They could take a swing at something.
So weird to think about.
I know.
Like, I mean, it's just, oh man, I would never want to be a GM. Never.
Why? Too stressful?
Are you kidding me? Like, you have the power in your hands to screw up an entire city. It's not an exaggeration.
I mean, it's a very much an
It's
exaggeration.
not.
Morgan,
Dude.
the Kings are bad. Life does go on. We're
Dude,
going to be okay.
No, the way that a lot of cities work surrounding a professional sports team, though, Deuce, like business is better for everyone. Everyone. Like, truly. It's just how.
Sure. I think in Sacramento, sure. Maybe in smaller markets. But like,
Yes.
if the Knicks are bad, like
That's
New York's going to be okay.
Madison Square Garden's going to be okay. Everything's going to be. No, I'm definitely just talking small markets. Definitely talking small markets. Like what you live for. And like they have the power to just like crush it all and fuck it up. And good luck, Sam Presti.
Do you have a team that you think is the best story in the league right now?
Best story. I don't feel. Do we still give that? Like, does Detroit still have that?
I think you can make a case for that. They've been banged up too, and they still find it. They clobbered the Knicks yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was after James Dolan did a radio interview on WFAN. He never does interviews. And he went on and was asked about expectations. And the quote was, yeah, look, we want to get to the finals and we should win the finals. This is sports. Anything can happen in sports, but getting to the finals, we absolutely got to do it. Winning the finals, we should win. The Knicks have lost 4 in a row now.
Ooh.
And they got smashed the same day he did that interview
No.
by the Pistons.
Damn.
Though I think the Pistons are a great story. Yeah, especially being the number 1 team. The East is wide open. For me, I think at the moment, the Celtics have to be up there.
Well, I was so that was my next one I was thinking of, but it's so hard. It's so hard to say like a team that has so many championships, so many winning seasons, all these things to be like, there's such a great story. Like, even if you lose your best player.
But they didn't just lose their best player. It was a
Yeah, they
dramatic
lost.
changeover. It's like Jason Tatum done for the year, injured. Well, maybe done for the year. Porzingis out. Horford out. Holiday. And they were making moves to get below the second apron so they don't have to pay a shit ton of tax. And right now, they're really fun.
Yeah.
They're younger.
Yeah.
They're more athletic.
Well,
they
and
play with good pace.
See, now where the storylines or the angles of that story come in that excite me. Not that it's the Boston Celtics, but those reasons exactly. Because I think we are seeing this shift in the NBA where we're seeing the importance of these young guys on teams, the depth on these teams. And not only because you get to see how it could be exciting for the future of the organization and for the team, like on the floor, but because of all the contracts, because of all the money involved and how these GMs have to navigate everything now and make sure like who they're keeping, what they're going to do. Like when you find cheaper guys, and we're talking they're just still making millions, but cheaper guys on your roster and you kind of build through that, it is fun. It's like you're doing everything the real hard way.
And I also love Joe Mazzulla. He's just fun too.
Yeah. I mean, you like him right now, but there's going to come a time.
You were just talking about the Celtics.
Yeah.
And Bill Simmons had such a crazy take today, in my opinion.
Okay. What did he say?
Here he is on his podcast talking about Sam Hauser of the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
Who's their best asset? Sabonis?
Murray or Sabonis.
Is Murray even like on a Final Four team? Is he even starting?
No, he's not starting. That's for sure.
No,
but
he's like a ninth man. How many minutes would he play for the Celtics? Would he play over Sam Hauser? I don't even know.
no, I would just push back because they.
Well, he doesn't know.
Would Keegan Murray play over Sam? I like Sam Hauser. I'm like, dude, if Keegan Murray was on the Celtics,
Joe Mazzulla would love him.
He would be amazing in Boston.
Yeah, no, but that
would be like a missing piece for them.
Are you surprised? It's Bill
I mean,
Simmons.
a little.
That he one. I would 3 years ago. I'd be like, he's not watching the whole league. He's not watching the Kings, and I don't blame him.
And
you know what I mean? But like that's just such a man thing to do, to just be so confident in your take without even watching.
Is he even playing over?
Yeah.
Sam Hauser called him a ninth man.
I mean, yeah,
Dude, if Keegan Murray was in Boston, Bill Simmons would be obsessed.
No shit.
You'd be like, dude, he's the best defender ever.
No, it's so funny because that would bug me like a couple years ago, but like I've just seen these people go in that direction now where like if you don't know it, hey, guess what? You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it if you don't know it. Now, if you question it, you go, would he? Well, I haven't watched enough of him, so like I honestly don't know, but I need to watch some more of him to see like how, and then you'd be amazed. You wouldn't be amazed with the team, but like watch some defensive highlights. Watch what he's doing on the offensive end. Watch who he's doing it over. Watch who he's defending. Yeah, you'd feel a little different. But you got to watch the game. You got to watch the game and talk about the game.
Well, it's not very fun to watch Sacramento right now.
No, and that's
for sure.
I mean, but that's why like I just wouldn't talk about it. You know, even when I heard the guys on NBC at the half, it was funny. Like Tracy McGrady, Vince, you could just tell like, which I don't blame them. They're not watching Sacramento. They're prepping for their game, but it's like the last game of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a late game, all the things, but they don't know about Sacramento. But it's funny because like I don't know about Washington. Like I'm not watching enough Washington. Now, if I had to prep for a game, and which I will be next week, but if I had to prep for a game on like a post-game show like on NBC National and stuff, like I would know enough. You talk to people.
Yeah.
Your former
just
players.
watch the league. You
yeah.
just watch the league.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that hard. What else was I gonna say to you? I forget now.
Really?
Yeah. I had it and then it went away.
Because I kept talking.
Yeah. It's okay.
Oh, I know.
You're finishing your thought. I lost it. Do you have some final thoughts on tonight's?
Final thoughts. I don't even know anymore. This is just emotional, up and down, all the things. I just need some good basketball in my life. Basketball, I just love basketball so much, and I just like Bill Simmons gets to watch the fucking Celtics. Like, respect the game, bro. You know? Like, that's so cool. Like, that's what you get to do for a living. Like, just, man. And, like, yeah. I was, like, I'm a Kings fan. I was raised a Kings fan. I also cover the Kings. And this is what I do. And, like, I wouldn't change it. I think a lot of people always say that they would like, oh, why wasn't I born a Lakers fan? All these things. I wouldn't change it. It's taught me so much more. It's
to be fair,
built
you
character.
could literally just not be a fan of the Kings if you don't want to anymore. You could literally just go root for another team. There's nothing that's restricting you. It's funny how
I don't think I could.
and you shouldn't. I'm just saying you could. You have the free will. People do it all the time. People are like, yeah, I'm just gonna go root for another team.
It feels different. It feels like Slamson, the lion, birthed me. You know, the wife of Slamson.
He has a wife?
Or maybe we don't know if Slamson is a he for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, because
no.
lion mane.
Well, I've also seen
Slamson.
Let's just say
No. So Slamson, the female lion. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I felt birthed by this team, and I just don't feel like I can disconnect.
I hear you.
It's definitely a toxic relationship, and you should set boundaries with even your family if it is toxic. This is hard. Anyway, that's my final thought.
Did not think we'd be talking about you getting birthed by Slamson on Final Thoughts. We appreciate you guys so much for being here. We love you guys, but we got to go.
You all have a wonderful rest of your night. See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know. Deuce and